Hey guys, thanks for joining me on yet another video. This video we're going to be cooking. Guess what we're cooking? Stay tuned. So right here I'm just showing you what I got out so far. I got me a cup of rice. I know it looks really small and I actually got it at BJ's. It's not bad. It actually made enough rice. And here I'm showing you the elbow macaroni and cheese that I'm going to be making. It's from ShopRite. There's all my cheeses. I like to use Cracker Barrel. And yeah, we're going to blend it up, mix it up. You'll see. Good stuff. Got some shrimp over here. Yep. So I decided to do a cooking video, because I just wanted to change it up a bit. And like I said, my channel is a little bit of everything, so I'm trying to bring you a little bit of everything. So right here, I'm just showing you all the seasonings that I'm going to be using for the shrimp. So we got some Goya Sazon Total, so it's like complete or whatever. Got some garlic powder, some vegetable oil spread from ShopRite. Yes, my favorite store. Some ground pepper, that's what's in the little bowl. Turmeric powder and some Jamaican curry powder. So let's get started. Alright, so we just gonna open up this bag, get into it. Having a little technical difficulties here, got the nails done. So I'm just trying to get this bag open so we can go ahead and get started. The shrimp are actually frozen. I put them in there like that, but you'll see the outcome is fine. Yep, I'm saving a little bit for later, Gotta have some shrimp left. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and add in that Goya seasoning that I talked about. So it's really not salty. I know you guys are probably like, what the beep? But it's not salty at all. That's why I love it. I put so much on there. It's like the best thing ever. You have to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some of this garlic powder on there. And my lovely sister is helping me by recording for me. So thank you, sis. Here I'm going to go ahead and add that grounded black pepper. Use as much as you want. I don't measure anything, guys. I literally just throw it in there. I got the turmeric powder. I'm about to throw that in there. Yep. Just put as much as you want or try to mimic me. It actually tastes really, really good. It's not salty at all. And then I got the curry. Got that Jamaican curry powder. I'm about to put that up in there. Yep, just shaking it up. Got a little stuck there. Be liberal with it, Throw it on there. Get them seasonings up in there. All right. And now for the vegetable spread. I'm just going to dig right in there. I couldn't find a spoon, so I just grabbed a knife. I'm literally going to take like a whole heap in and throw that joint in there. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it looks like a lot, but you'll see. It makes a nice sauce or juice or whatever you want to call it. So 2 scoops of that to your liking. And we're all set. On to the next. So right here, I'm just talking about how you need to have your water boiling before you put in what you're going to put in. So in the big pot, I'll be making the mac in there. And I just want to have the water boiling before that gets started. And then you're going to go ahead and add that mac in there. And the same thing goes for the little pot. I'm explaining the same thing. You just want to go ahead and get your temperature up. And then you're going to add your rice. So that's for the rice. I did not measure the water because I make my rice different. So you just put as much water as you want in there for however much rice you're going to put in there. And that's it. Water's boiling. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and throw it in there. Now, I did forget to show you guys that I added olive oil to the macaroni so it doesn't stick together. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm letting you know now, so I'm making up for it. And then the rice water is boiling too. So we're going to go ahead and put the rice in there. Any day now, I'll put the rice in there. But yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to add it after it's boiling. And then I set the timer I'll also set the timer for like 12. No, that's a lie. I set it for 13 minutes, and it actually works perfectly. Oh, that's right. I forgot a spoon, so I had to go get one. Sorry, guys. I'm back. That's about the time I realized the olive oil. So I'm putting the rice in there. Just going to add that in there. And you just set it and forget it. You don't stir it. You don't do anything to it. You just leave it there. I had to stir the max so it doesn't stick together. And that's why you add the olive oil. So, yep, I'm putting it to 13 minutes. Set it and forget it. Good to go. All right, time to cut the cheese. All right, guys. So that was the last thing of cheese. Woohoo! On to the next step. Rice is boiling. It's looking good. Turning everything off. Everything is done. The shrimp are still on the back burner over there. It's not on or anything. It's just sitting there. So while it's sitting on the stove, it's actually defrosting. And the butter's just sitting there and stuff like that. Because shrimp doesn't take long to cook. So, you can just let it sit. So, yeah, right here I'm just pouring the rice out into the strainer. I got cold water running because I'm going to put some cold water on top of that. You got to get everything out of the pot. So, there we go. And then I'm going to just cool the rice down. So, the point of cooling the rice down is so it's not overcooking. Because you already put it in there for 13 minutes. And now you're just cooling it down so it's not overcooking. Because what we're going to do next is why. So, right here, I'm just showing you a glance at what's going on. So you can see the shrimp is thawing out in the back. Remember I said it was frozen. Here we go. We got the skillet going. Getting that fire on. Adding some more vegetable spread. My favorite. So, to your liking. Whatever. We're just going to go ahead and add that in there. think I put 2 scoops. Melt it all up. You can use coconut oil, you can use butter, margarine, you can use whatever you like to use. You don't have to do it my way, you know what I'm saying? This is just how I do it. So I'm just showing you how I cook. So once it's nice and melted and stuff, you can turn the flame down a little. I turned it down because I'm doing a lot at once and I don't want to burn anything. So you just go ahead and put your rice in there and you're going to fry it up. So it's like fried rice. Alright, so we got that stirring up and getting in there. Yep, I went to go get more seasonings. So here I got Italian, like the Italian blend, you know, like of Italian seasonings or whatever. And you just put that in there as much as you want to put to your taste. This is how much I put. A couple of shakes because that's how I like it. And then this is pink Himalayan salt. Like literally, guys, I got this stuff from the dollar store. It's the best thing ever. And look how long it's going to last because you got to grind it. So I like that too. I put a little bit of that in there. You don't want your rice too salty because you've got other things that are going to give it flavor, which will be the shrimp and the sauce. Once that comes out, you just pour that right over the rice. And the butter or whatever you're using gives it flavor. If you use coconut oil, I've used that too. Coconut oil kind of gives it like a sweet flavor to it. So now it's time to get that mac out. Once again, I got my cold water on. But I'm not going to rinse it off. I thought about it. I was like, do I want to rinse this off? I'm good. So it's perfect. 13 minutes is actually perfect. Like legit. So right here, you know, I'm scraping all the scrapings out. You got to get every last drop. I mean, every last drop. I literally got every macaroni out. There you go. Oh, boy. Back to the rice. Keep stirring that up. This is literally how it's going. Like I'm doing one thing, I'm doing the next thing, I'm doing one thing, I'm doing the next thing. Everything's going to come together. Yep, so you just want to keep stirring it up. And right now it smells so good. Like, I know not much is done, but everything is smelling so good right now. It was smelling like Thanksgiving up in this house by the time I was like halfway done and stuff was in the oven. So right here I got my 2 eggs. They're small. You can use medium or large, whatever you like. And remember, guys, I put a whole box of macaroni in there. So, of course, I forgot a fork, so I'm going to get that. And you just whisk that up. Yep. And then what I like to do is add in pepper and salt. So it's to your liking again, but this is how much I use. I know, guys, I don't measure. I'm sorry. So a nice little shake in there. And with this one, you just grind away or use regular salt. I do have regular salt. This one's healthier. But I like to use this one. I like it. So salt to taste. And you're going to go ahead and stir that up. And then once everything is done, we're going to go ahead and open this evaporated milk, which I don't believe I showed you. I forgot to add that in, but I'm showing you guys now. Once again, from ShopRite. I think it was like 65 cents, so that was pretty good. So yeah, we're just going to open 2 sides. It'll make it flow better. That's why I'm doing that. If you just open one side and try to pour it, it's going to be like, look, look, look. So if you open 2 sides, it just pours out smooth. Yep, right into the pan. I think it makes it more creamier or, I don't know, smoother or richer. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. So once that's done, get your mac, shake it off, go ahead and add that in there. Now, this is where I kind of messed up a little bit because I'm used to using shredded cheese, and sometimes you can get your, your cheese shredded. It works out better. It's quicker. But Right here, I'm just going to speed it up because I normally pour the mac in a little bit at a time, add the shredded cheese, and then stir it up. So when I started stirring, I was like, oh snap, I've got chunks because I cut it. So yeah, it made no sense to stir it. That was dumb. It's just to mix it up in there and stuff like that. But that's how I normally do it, so that's what I did. Then I add the rest of the mac, stir everything up, and then I just add cheese and cheese and cheese. I think I had 5 blocks of cheese. It was like different sharp, Cracker Barrel sharp, Cheddar's extra sharp, Vermont sharp, baby sharp, Swiss, whatever. Whatever kind of cheese you like is what you put in here. Yes, get all up in there. Just shove it in there. So yeah, 2 different ways I make the mac. With shredded, you know you're gonna add it in there and then you're gonna stir it all up to try to get it, you know, evenly distributed. With this one, I like it because you can just shove the chunks of cheese into the mac where you see fit. Like, you know, a little missing piece there, here and there. Now I'm just laying what cheeses I want on top. And of course, I'm gonna leave a little bit of cheese for myself. Who doesn't like cheese? Until next time, guys, peace.